Okay. We had a cinematic. The German guy is going off to do research because he's more of a Giles than a Buffy puzzle solver. Um, which is fine. Knowledge is power and all that. So we're gonna poke around this graveyard, see what we
This
can.
stone is loose. Just a little yank.
And see what we can put in our pockets. That was fast. Sticio, Phoenix, VI.
My mother always used to say, don't go playing in ramshackle buildings, dear. Oh, she was so right. Just what is this place?
Presumably some sort of tomb or catacomb. More button pushing, perhaps?
It says Institutio Finis Vi Est. If I remember my school Latin right, it probably means something like standing still is the end of the path.
Okay, so we want.
Ah, some of the letters can be turned.
Okay, I'm not touching that until I have an idea of what I want them to be.
This probably used to be the entrance. Crashing through the ceiling wasn't necessary back then. By the time I free up that passage, I will be old and gray. There's a cold draft coming from that crack. I wonder what's behind it. I can't even get my fingers in there. And I can't really imagine being able to open a massive stone door with my hands.
Right. We picked this
The
up. What's
stone
this?
is light blue, and it shows the image of a white king.
Right, we have Elise's letter. Oh,
Ashford,
whoops.
England.
Nope.
Now that my grey life, I will never. This Zand. There is no sense in musing about that now. Perhaps it was but my, and therefore, all I have the hope that they may. But may the Lord be with you, sister.
Right, I don't think there's anything there. So presumably we have to change this to say something. Who are we here to find? Can we just climb out the hole? It's not high. It's not that high up.
This is the way back up to the ruins.
Yeah, but can you?
So how will I get out of here? Wait a moment. I have a plan. A plan that has proven its worth for thousands of years. It's sophisticated and elaborate.
She's
the
just gonna start
perfect
yelling
rescue
for help.
scheme. Let's see whether it works here.
Help! Help! Get me out of here! Help!
Anybody there? Hello?
I'm here! Down here! Help me!
How on earth did you get down there?
Fucking fell. How do you think?
The floor just gave way beneath me. If you don't mind, I'd really like to continue this conversation above ground. Do you think you could get me out of here somehow?
Wait, I've got an idea.
Thank you so much.
What the
You
hell
probably
was that?
saved my life.
It was my pleasure. Anytime.
I'm interested in this old chapel. I wanted to take a closer look, but obviously there isn't much left of it.
No, it was largely destroyed during an air raid in World War II. But maybe I can help you?
You?
Yes, me. With nothing to do all day, you have to keep yourself occupied somehow. And I occupy myself with history.
Excellent. Then maybe you can tell me something about Cardinal Coubertin. He had this chapel built, didn't he?
Yes, he did. But there isn't a whole lot we know about him. All the records kept while he was in office are stored in his archives.
And where are they?
Who knows? They searched high and low after his death, but they haven't been found to this day. Nobody even remembers where he was buried. All I know is that he had a curator who took care of his legacy following his death in 1663. The curator died 10 years later. They found his body in his squalid basement dwelling after he had been dead for a week. He should be buried in this cemetery as well, but I have no idea as to where exactly. I don't even really know his name. I think it was Michel or something like that.
Well, at least it's a start. Not much to go on, but better than nothing. Are there no further clues?
Not really. He was barely known around here. Cardinal Coubertin brought him back from one of his journeys. He wasn't a local man. Also, he hardly ever went out, and when he did, he was heavily covered up, which soon led to wild speculation amongst the locals. He served the cardinal for almost 40 years.
Okay, I'll take another look around here.
So he's
Thanks
a
again for the
vampire.
rescue and the brief history lesson.
It was my pleasure. I'll be here for a while yet,
maybe
so if you have any
Caliban.
more questions...
This chapel has me stumped. I need some additional hints. Maybe I should try to find the curator's grave first.
Hooray, let's do some grave rubbing.
I'm just going to take a look around.
You do that.
Alright.
They call this model the Duck. Quack. There isn't much left of the old chapel. One of the most famous landmarks in the world. A reminder that some lucky people actually visit places just for fun. No, really.
Okay, we can go to the cemetery. Can go to Paris, I presume. He's a homeless man.
He's filthy and in rags, but he seems to be nice enough. There's something vaguely familiar about him. A compost heap. All right. Here I go again, rummaging through dirt.
There are worse things you could be rummaging through. Heck is that? Candle and a stick.
An old wooden stick.
Ah, we can stake any
A
vampires we
candle
come across.
burned down halfway.
And then burn the remains. Alright, there's passage. Cemetery. Let's look in here first. Ah, right, that's where that is.
This altar was made from a single massive slab of stone. That's why it remained more or less unscathed throughout the centuries.
Right, can't interact with that. A hole.
I will go look for the grave of Michel the curator then. It isn't much of a lead, but since he seems to have been rather close to Cardinal Coubertin, maybe there's some hope of finding something out that way. The path splits in 3 directions here. Graves from the 1650s, graves from the 1660s, and graves from the 1670s.
Okay. I wrote these down while the guy was talking because it seems like it would be important. 1663 was the death of the cardinal, but he said that the curator died 10 years later, so that would be 1673 for the curator. So we're looking for the curator. We want to go to the 1670s.
Let's try this way. The graves here appear to be sorted by wealth. Poor on one side, rich on the other. Where do I go?
Probably poor.
Let's see what I find down this path. Oh my, they certainly have this thoroughly organized. They separated people who died young from those who passed away at a ripe old age.
What was the boundary shit, I don't remember if he died old or died young. Let's say he died old. Because he served the cardinal for a while?
Let's go this way now. Yet another sorting criterion, but this appears to be the last. This time they distinguished between women, men, and families. Bureaucracy is obviously not a very recent invention.
Well, they covered up when they went out, so it was probably a woman.
Now where does this path lead? Is this the right area? The Cardinal's curator would hardly have been a woman, or maybe, who knows? Michelle, the curator was actually a woman. No wonder she hardly ever went out in public, and was always so heavily covered up. If that had become known, I assume that when she was buried, this scandalous fact was discovered and hushed up. This is probably why her grave has been forgotten. I hope I can find a clue here and finally make some progress.
Michel de Saint-Melfer. How did these letters get twisted? They're carved on the they're carved that way. So there's probably where we twist the letters on the other thing. Alright, so we have the S is like northeast. The A is pointing, or northwest, is pointing east. T-U-N-L-A. And the F is pointing southwest. Alright. Let's see if we can do anything with that. Okay, we have an S there, we have an S there, we have an S there. Damn. Can all of the— oh no, not everything can be— okay. So we have an I, we have an S, we have an F, we have an N, we have another S, we have an A, and we have another S. All of the S's. Well, the A is pointing that— no wait, A is pointing that way. F, we only have one F. It's that way. Do these all need to be—
I did it! I am
Hell
truly
yeah.
a genius. But as
Twisted
usual, there is
knobs.
nobody around who could really appreciate that.
What is this that he put— oh, it's a pew.
If the homeless man hadn't heard me yelling for help...
You would be dead. Or at least cold in a hole.
There appears to be another room built into the rock by the far side of the abyss.
Oh, an abyss.
Thanks to my famously positive attitude, I live in hopes that it is the archive we are looking for.
That's how you get to the Underdark. Right? We have a map, we have a mosaic, we have the way up. Let's take a look at the map.
Seems to be an old map of what is France these days. There's a legend on the panel next to it. The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence, and the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the north, and the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, can interact with these. And let's look at the mosaic. Okay. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, I can move these. Okay. So we have 16 slots.
Seems to be an old map of what is France these days. There's a
Oh
legend
yeah,
on the
these are
panel
like
next to
rows
it.
of
The
4.
king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn the
Hang on. I'll read that in a second. Okay, so we have... I'm guessing these correspond to the spots. Alright, so I'm gonna write these down in like row order. So we have Bretagne, Normandy, Champagne, and Lorraine. Then Saint-Tar, Berry, Nevers, Borgoni, Etienne, Auvergne, Bourbon, Dauphine. Oh wait, but Navarre's not on a row. Fuck. Well, Gascon, Toulouse, Languedoc, Provence, and then Navarre is just kind of over here. Okay. We have 16 squares on a map that refer somehow to this. And I'm guessing the cube I picked up is one of the things we have to put there. But I think I need more cubes because there's 4 empty slots and I only have 1 right now. Can also go up and ask about France. Let me out of the hole. Alright. Hey, what do you know about brittles and shit?
If you should remember anything interesting regarding the archives or the curator...
Then I will let you know. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Okay, can we ask him about specific items? We have a stick. We plant a flower.
Ugh, nothing else here.
I could wander the cemetery, but it's set up in such a way that I feel like exploring every section of that isn't part of this game. Can you tell me about this? No. Well, let's see if we can put this cube somewhere. Alright, so if I'm looking at the mosaic, I should go read the thing one more time, unless it's in my diary. That would be useful. No. It'd be real nice if you just, wrote it out.
Seems to be an old map of what is France
Alright,
these
let's see how
days.
fast I can write.
There's a legend on the panel next to it. The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence, and the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the north, and the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
Okay, so the king withdrew to Provence, the peasants something in the north, reinforcements from Navarre were something, we're fighting like a fortress to the east? Their east? So Gascon maybe? And then the opponent's hanging out in Brittany. Which I assume is this one? So if that's the case, I'm gonna assume that the other blocks have other chess pieces or something. We have a white king, which is probably the quote-unquote good guy. So if...
There are obviously
Whoops.
still some stones missing from the mosaic. I don't even need to start figuring out the correct positions until I have them all.
But what if I'm a genius and I figure it out first?
It almost looks like the stone came from this mosaic in the first place. I wonder
not
whether there
tiles,
are
these
any
are
stones that
blocks,
fit
too.
in the remaining empty fields. There are
Okay,
obviously still some...
I'm assuming if that's Brittany, opponents there, reinforcements from Navarre came across something in the east, peasants to the north. Like directly to the north? Oh well. Alright, that's something for now.
It's halfway stable where...
No, I'll just climb it. About a candle. Can you tell me about...
Hello. There's something else I think you might be able to help me with.
No problem.
He's not deaf, you
What
don't
is
need
it?
to yell. Hey,
I found a mosaic in there, but a few of the stones are missing. I found a light blue stone up here in the altar chamber that matches the mosaic perfectly. I suspect there might be more stones like it. Maybe the same strange shade of blue. Do you have any idea where I might find stones like this?
No, not really.
Well, I guess that would have been too easy.
Stop. Wait. I just
Stop.
thought of something.
stop!
Many buildings around here were destroyed during World War II air raids.
Yes?
All stones from the derelict buildings that were still halfway usable were used for rebuilding, including those from this church.
Rebuilding what?
Well, first, there is a little bridge not far from here. Then, the old metro station. And the jail, I think.
Great. In that case,
Oh, yes, and the zoo.
that's a lot of buildings. Any idea where I should look first?
They were
Going
all
to the
built pretty much at the
zoo.
same time. But at least you needn't try the zoo right now, because it is still closed.
Oh, I want to see the
Okay,
animals.
I'll save it for later then. Can you tell me how to get to these places?
I've got this tourist info map that I can give you. Wait, let me mark the relevant sites for you.
I'll go hunting for the
Thank
missing
you.
blue stones then.
Sweet.
I think I'll start with the bridge. It's supposed to be close to here. What an interesting phenomenon. A local rain shower that stops right in the middle of the bridge.
Oh, I love
The
when that
idle street
happens.
cleaner may be slightly less impressive, but at least he's in harmony with the overall picture.
That's pretty over
Unfortunately,
there.
there's not a stone in sight that could fit into the mosaic. Maybe it's on the other, dirty side of the bridge.
Garbage
A heap of dirt,
Great.
garbage, and rotting leaves. The street cleaner may not move terribly fast, but he sure does a thorough job. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly starting to wonder, do street cleaners count as civil servants?
Probably.
Hello?
Hi.
You're a street cleaner, right?
No, I am a molecular biologist collecting samples for scientific research.
Oh, I really thought you were... What kind of research?
Of course I am a street cleaner.
Oh, a comedian. I never knew street cleaners were so witty. Not that I've met all that many. The only time I've ever seen the streets swept completely clean was during a World Cup final.
Touché.
Why are you still sweeping this side of the bridge? It's spotless, but the other side is completely filthy.
Have you looked over to the other side?
Yes. Why?
It is raining.
Such things are known to happen.
Indeed. So, I am waiting for it to stop.
You mean you're not sweeping the other side of the bridge because it's raining?
No, that would be silly.
I thought so.
I am not sweeping there because I would get wet.
Oh, and you think that's less silly?
Would you jump into a cesspit?
No, but...
You see? So why should I volunteer to get soaked? Especially when there are alternatives.
Which are...
I can continue to sweep here,
But it's clean here.
but not surgically clean.
What will you do if it starts to rain on this side, too?
Then I will be out of luck and get wet.
And then what?
Then I will sweep the other side of the bridge. After all,
That makes
I
sense to
will
me.
already be wet in that case.
And they tell me female logic is hard to understand.
Oh my god, Nina.
Why are you so scared of water?
I'm not. I'm just not keen on getting wet. Not as long as I can avoid it.
So it's not some childhood trauma.
Not that I know of. It's a professional hazard.
Getting wet?
Rain. You know, swing your broom, clouds will loom.
To think that I keep getting accused of having a penchant for puns and bad poetry. Surely while sweeping you would have noticed if a blue stone had been built into this bridge, right?
Yes, indeed. If I had actually cleaned this bridge before.
Haven't you?
No, I'm just helping out. And there is no blue stone on this side of the bridge. I'm sure I would have noticed it after sweeping here for 4 hours.
Yes, you certainly would.
Alright. Oh, we got a puddle.
Unless I intend to go for the wet look, I should make sure I'm not standing close to this puddle when there's a car coming.
Alright, into the rain. Or do we need an umbrella before we go over there?
Unlike the right half of the bridge, this part is really filthy.
We can't see because there's dirt. So either we gotta find a way to clear that dirt. Oh, there's duckies over there.
Ducks. How nice.
Why would you say it like that? You sound like a serial killer. Maybe we have to find him an umbrella or something? Alright. So this is scratch for now. Notre Dame Hotel. Station clock.
The clock has stopped.
Oh, great. Oh, is this the metro station?
A racy Italian sports car. It's got a pretty horse on its hood. And a not-so-pretty scratch.
Ferrari. Okay. I don't know, let's go touch the car.
The car is secured by an alarm. I'm sure it will go off at the slightest touch. And since I'm the only one around here, I might actually get suspected.
Of what? Bumping into it?
A very good morning to you.
Buongiorno, signorina. Allow me to introduce
boy.
myself. Alessandro Rossi.
Nina
we were in
Kalinkov.
France.
Pleased to meet you. What is a good-looking Italian doing at an intersection in Paris?
I am waiting for the bus.
Oh, don't you have a car?
Yes,
Why would you
of
say
course.
it like that?
It is
Why
over
would you
there.
say it like that?
Oh, the red sports car?
Yes. Are you impressed?
Well, yes, a little. So why are you waiting for the bus?
I am supposed to meet some friends here in their van. They don't know their way around Paris, so we want to go on together from here. The signs here are rather misleading, so most people take a wrong turn at this point. Why don't you come with us? There is always room in my sports car.
Oh, yes. Why not? Oh, no, wait. I'm afraid I can't. There are some
Nina.
important things I must see to.
Don't get
Too
into cars
bad,
with strangers.
But I will be here for a few more minutes in case you change your mind. Just let me know. You would miss out on a lot.
Uh-huh.
There's an ugly scratch on your car.
Mamma mia!
Oh
Why
my
did you have to
God.
remind me? I know. It is not easy to miss after all.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
I have been thinking of nothing else all morning. I wanted to impress my friends, so I rented this sports car.
You mean it doesn't belong to you?
No, but the scratch is all mine. I had only just picked up the car when disaster struck.
Take it easy. It's not that bad. After all, it's just a scratch. Amazing how fast a proud and attractive man can melt into a puddle of misery. This question may sound somewhat strange, but I don't suppose you've noticed a blue stone that was used for rebuilding any of the buildings around here?
You are right. That question does sound strange. However, even if there were a blue stone around here somewhere, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
I was afraid of that. I've got to go.
Too bad.
Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, okay, so that's the back of the clock. Oh, hey, an umbrella. Taking that, we can give that to the dude. Or at the very least, ooh.
A somewhat battered umbrella with a very sharp point. It might still be of some use as a walking stick.
Okay, so it doesn't work. Bubblegum machine.
It's a long time since anything was sold here. I don't really want to know just how old this bubblegum is. At least you're supposed to insert euro cents. Sure, money makes the world go round and nothing comes free, even if it only takes 10 cents to buy. Sure.
Give me bubblegum.
The sign says, "Help wanted." I'll take this sign with me. If this game doesn't sell, then at least I will know where to look for a new job.
You're not allowed to get meta. Ceiling?
The ceiling is painted. Impossible to see whether it contains one of the blue stones or not. The paint is peeling anyway. Maybe I'll be able to somehow remove it completely. There's no water in it. I like teddy bears, but this one looks awfully mean and grumpy. And it smells like a polecat.
Well, he's coming with me. Oh my god. He looks so
I
angry.
like teddy-
Alright.
I admire the power of nature to reclaim its own.
Okay.
The switch for the fountain is also in this switch box. This clockwork belongs to the clock that hangs on the outside wall of the metro station.
Do Do we get to fix
I
the
will
clock?
try to get this clock up and running again. The mechanism appears to be out of order. I bet it will stop again in a moment. I think I will switch on the fountain.
Nope.
Nothing happened. Not altogether surprising, since there's no water in the fountain.
Oh,
I
I
had
think I
better
see
switch
where this
that
is
fountain
going.
off.
We put something in the fountain and then it squirts up and shoots the paint off the ceiling area right there. Okay. Well. Alright, that's the bridge in the metro. He said the zoo wasn't open yet, so let's go to jail.
Average looking, average
Oh
age,
my God.
average clothes. Pretty average, all in all. Things are pretty quiet here.
Yes, I am hoping it stays that way.
Oh, somebody finally with a French accent.
The President of France, with a dashing, debonair smile. Whatever's in there, I'm not touching it. In fact, that option isn't even available, so don't get any funny ideas.
Oh, you got guns in the cabinet.
MGs, hand grenades, submachine guns, and plenty of ammo. Looks like this isn't the most peaceful of places. MGs.
I don't like that I have a use icon on that. What's on the pin board?
A lot of advice to citizens, telling them how to behave in the event of problems, accidents, emergencies, assaults, disasters.
Right, we got cells. Oh, can't interact with the fire extinguisher. I guess that's a good thing.
A drunk tank. It is empty, and there appears to be nothing special about it. A drunk tank. And back there, in the wall, is
Oh, no.
one of the stones I am looking for, if I'm not mistaken.
Do I have to get caught and put in the drunk tank? Oh, I don't want to see drunk Nina. Can't go in there.
Hello, I've got a question.
Can I have
Yes.
part of your wall?
That cell over there, the one on the right, could I take a look inside it?
The drunk tank? What for? You are not drunk, are you?
Maybe.
Not that I'm aware of.
See? So why should I put you in the drunk tank?
Because,
I'm glad we were able to talk about this.
Oh boy. Okay, what
Hello?
if I just say
Yes.
yes? Am I gonna have to
that cell...
The drunk?
prove?
Yeah,
Really? Let me... Well, maybe you ought...
I like teddy bear.
Smells like a polecat. Do I eat the bear? No. Okay.
If I take any weapons out, I may end up having to play one of those monotonous shoot-'em-ups which would bore me to tears. Anyway, the lead designer told me that mini-games are strictly forbidden here.
Stop getting meta. I don't like it. Alright, so we need some way to make our breath smell like alcohol. And the
The zoo is still closed.
still closed. So what can we do? Oh, we have the umbrella. That's right.
This umbrella is so full of holes that it wouldn't keep the street cleaner dry for a minute.
Okay. Well... Oh, I can just hit the map from here. Cool. We have wax. Can I use wax on the car?
The car is secured by an alarm.
Hello, are you still waiting for your friends and their van?
Yes, but they should be here any minute now. I actually need the little boy's room, but I cannot leave here. Or they might take the wrong turn and get completely lost. Are you sure you want to come with us?
Thanks.
That...
There's an ugly...
Ma...
Sorry.
I have been a thing.
You mean it?
No.
Take a minute.
I've got...
Too bad.
Okay. Let's see if we can mess with the clock. Oh, there's a window.
The clock has stopped.
Okay, Teddy Bear, you wanna...
Great plan.
Oops.
I place it on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, it will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. The only problem is this thing isn't heavy enough. The alarm probably wouldn't go off at all.
What? Why do I want to set the alarm off? Am I trying to steal his car? What do I have that's heavier? A candle? Oh, wow, that's a big
Not
candle.
a bad idea. I place the can. I only need to make sure that I have an alibi for when it happens.
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this.
A devilish plan which may cost me a lot of sympathy. If this were a computer game, it would probably be banned for being too violent.
My eyes have
Unfortunately, though,
rolled
this is not
completely
the
out of
game,
my head.
but bitter reality. I'm on a mission to save the world, and a different set of laws applies for world saviors. So, here I go.
Hello, are you still waiting?
Yes. I hope my friends did not get lost. What? But that is... My car! Stop! Wait! You're going the wrong way! You need to turn here! Stop!
Ah, no! I'm completely soaked now!
That's what they call a chain reaction.
Wow, okay.
It is a disaster. Like my entire life, a total disaster.
Is it really so terrible that you missed your friends? Don't you think they'll find the right way anyway?
Yes, maybe. But it is a matter of principle. I can't do anything right.
Hello,
Everything
Lysander.
keeps going wrong.
Cheer up. There will be better days.
I have been waiting in vain for years. Please excuse me. I need a few minutes to myself.
Oh my, he's really down in the dumps. I should follow him and make sure he does nothing rash.
No, you're not.
After all, I'm responsible for his mood, to some degree. Phew, I had been worried he might do something foolish.
Why are we here? Why are we doing this? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we have a fountain, we have a statue, we have a bench, we have a newspaper.
Yesterday's newspaper.
Yoink.
I have no idea who this is supposed to be, and there's no plaque to give me a clue. I have no idea how I would be able... Oh, quaint. Thanks. I don't need a bath right now.
Do we have any? Can we wash the teddy bear? No. If we had a bucket, we could get water from here to put in the other fountain. What's that? What's that? Tennis ball. Ooh, all kinds of things to pick up here. Oh! We are on a quest around the city to find blue blocks with pictures of chess pieces on them that have been used during the rebuilding of some of the buildings in the city. There's one in the jail that's in one of the drunk tanks, so I have to convince her that I'm drunk. So I have to... Yes! Here we go.
I'm supposed to steal from a homeless man? As long as he can still use them, I will certainly not take them away from him.
You just need like one drink to... Is this the same guy?
Hello again.
Dropping by my humble abode?
You live here?
Well, it's not exactly the Ritz, but at least it's quiet. Unless somebody hangs around whining.
Get Nina.
What happened to the poor fellow?
He missed the bus.
Now that is truly a tragedy.
You sure drink a lot.
Nina!
Yes, I know. I take it you have never lived on the streets.
No, not really.
It's a simple decision. Solid food gives you a lot more energy, of course. But energy for what? Nobody expects me to have enough energy to build a house or fix my car. And I don't have a job either. So I don't really need any energy for anything. What I really need, on the other hand, is a way to forget all this misery. At least for a while. And I need something to keep me warm when the nights are cold.
I understand.
No, you don't. And I can't even blame you for that. It is really hard to comprehend if you have never been in a similar situation.
Won't you at least try to escape this vicious circle?
How would I do that?
You could quit drinking, for one thing. And I could see about finding you something to eat.
I tried that.
Nina!
But it seems people would rather feed pigeons than their own kind.
I get it. The world is wicked and nobody loves you. If I get you something to eat, will you stop drinking?
Then I could use my money to find myself a place to sleep. It's a deal.
Oh boy.
That fountain over there?
Let me guess. You tossed in some money in hopes that all your problems will solve themselves.
No, why would I do that?
Oh, just a thought. Because tourists used to do it all the time.
They threw their money into the fountain?
Yes. They say it possesses magic powers.
They say the same thing about some high-proof spirits.
Yes, but believe me, there's no truth in that either.
Well, you ought to know. So, why did people stop tossing in money?
They probably stopped believing in miracles.
You think I ought to stop hoping for a miracle, too?
It's always worth a try. And if you have money to burn...
I'll think of you, I promise.
Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to know what time the zoo opens, I suppose?
Actually, it should open just around now.
Great. Then I'll be headed there next. I'll be leaving then.
New area unlocked. Alright, so that alcohol will let us get the blue block in the jail. But we gotta find food for him first. Let's go. Oh, I guess I should talk to this guy first.
Hello, everything okay? I'm really worried about you.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's really not my day today. First, I scratch up my car and then I miss my appointment. They're probably halfway to Spain by now.
Oh, I'm afraid that I may be responsible for the missed appointment. Is there anything I can do for you?
You're
Anything
not.
that might cheer you up?
That is very kind of you. But I've been chasing Lady Luck for years now. She is simply too fast for me. You cannot change fate, and that is that.
The poor guy is totally dejected. Nina, you need to think of something quick, or you'll end up only being offered roles as a movie villain. I've heard that fountain over there is a magic wishing well. People used to come from all over to toss in a coin and make a wish. Maybe you should give it a try.
If you only knew the things I have tried already.
It's still worth a try, though, don't you think?
Just for a brief glimmer of hope that is going to be drowned by a whole deluge of disappointment the very next second?
What the fuck is
That
this
negative
game?
attitude isn't helping, you know.
That is what my shrink kept telling me for years.
She was right. But why is she no longer saying it?
Why do you assume
Because
it's a
she is being treated herself now for chronic depression.
What this guy needs is a serious miracle.
What is happening?
If I go away now and promise to come back soon, will you promise not to do anything stupid while I'm gone?
Sure, I wouldn't even have the energy.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna go to break real quick and run some ads, and then, we're gonna go to the zoo and look at animals and have a fun time and not think about any of these conversations that we just had. So I'll see you in a second. I have returned. And it's time to go to the zoo. Although, actually, this guy's got wet, so he may have...
Looks like
Oh,
the
here we
street
go.
cleaner knows how to work fast after all.
Yes.
The entire bridge is sparkling clean. Well, the van Mr. Rossi was waiting for took a wrong turn here, drove straight through the puddle, and completely soaked the street cleaner. So he no longer had a reason not to sweep the rainy side of the bridge. Life is quite simple once you actually understand it. And here's the stone I was after.
Right, give me that.
The stone is lodged tightly in place. I can't remove it just like that. The stick is too thick. It won't fit in the gap.
Said the umbrella was pointy.
I might be able
Hell
to
yeah.
use the point to scrape away the sand around it, and now use the umbrella as a lever. The stone is mine.
Alright. Got stone from the bridge. Excellent.
This is one of the missing stones from the mosaic in the ruined church. It depicts a pawn.
And now we can go to the zoo.
The zoo. I wonder what kinds of fierce, exotic, and dangerous creatures I'm going to meet here. And of course I'm looking forward to seeing the animals too.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, there's a lot going on.
This statue is dedicated to the man who, after World War II, rebuilt the destroyed zoo, saving the lives of dozens of animals. Some prankster painted his toes red.
Hell yeah, nail polish is for everybody. Wait, you're the zookeeper? Wait, am I in the zoo? Or is this outside the zoo? Ooh, nail polish. Nail polish. Alright. Monkeys.
Cans of milk. In short, milk cans. Hello, do you work here?
Yes, I'm a zookeeper. Can I help you?
I've been wondering why you have a whole bag of baguettes by your side.
I'm waiting for the ducks.
Why does everyone seem to be waiting for something around here? The bus, the ducks, Godot.
Say what?
Never mind. Why are you waiting for the ducks? Or rather, why aren't the ducks here yet?
Usually they come to the lake by the crocodile enclosure every morning. They know that visitors to the zoo love to feed ducks, and therefore they're here the minute the zoo opens.
Clever critters. Could I have one of those baguettes?
Sure, as soon as the ducks are here.
Can't I have it now?
Why? The baguette is meant for feeding the ducks, and how would you feed them if there are no ducks?
Okay. PSA. Don't feed bread to ducks. It's bad for their tummies. Give them frozen peas. They love those. Okay, so we saw some ducks while we were on the bridge.
Is it true that this zoo was rebuilt after World War II, using leftover stones from other buildings?
Yes, that's right. Why are you asking?
I don't suppose you've noticed whether a blue stone was used in any of these enclosures?
Actually, yes. There should be a blue stone in the crocodile enclosure, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no.
No idea what building it came from originally.
Thanks. You've been a great help. Have a
Surely
nice day.
we will have to
Thanks.
engage in
Same
some
to you.
shenanigans to get that block.
The milk cans appear to belong to the zookeeper, and he would have to be blind and deaf if he weren't to notice if I took one.
Alright, so if this is the path to the crocodile enclosure, I'm gonna go the other way first. Haha. Monkey pen. Got a can of peanuts, got a ball, got a monkey.
Aw, cute. A can of peanuts. A small plastic ball. Ugh, I cannot reach it. No matter how cute this monkey is, I am not going to stick my hand in there.
Smart. Okay. Well, I don't know why we would want either of those things.
An old car tire. This path is full of deep cracks. Oh my, this path is in terrible condition.
Oh, look at the crocodile.
There's one of the blue stones I need to find, guarded by a lovely crocodile. Which leaves me with the not-so-irrelevant question, how on earth shall I get to it?
Oh, we're gonna have to commit some crimes. What is that?
A small noisemaker.
It makes noise.
Does it sound like a duck? Yep.
It's a cool noise, but I had hoped for a better reaction. Maybe I should try it out elsewhere.
Yeah, we can go to the bridge and see if the ducks follow me.
This magnificent
elephant.
specimen appears to be a Nile crocodile. It marks its territory through underwater vibrations and turns into a merciless killer whenever it detects a new nearby.
Okay.
An empty box containing traces of peanuts.
Okay, so that's why we want the peanuts from the monkey enclosure to give to the
It
elephant.
never ceases to amaze me how such a powerful animal can appear so peaceful, almost cuddly.
Elephants are great.
The nest appears to be abandoned. It's a bit too heavy to pick up.
I want you to pick it up. Oh, I never
My
looked at the
French is a little
newspaper.
rusty, but as far as I can tell... Oh, there's a report here about the sinking of the Calypso, the ship I was almost drowned on. Apparently they were able to rescue nearly all the passengers. Underneath is a huge advertisement by that televangelist Pat Shelton and his Puritas Cordis sect. The hasty gathering of worldly leaders in New York proves only one thing, that neither the self-proclaimed heads of state nor the so-called scientists can offer any explanation for the greatest of all disasters which is now almost upon us. And how could they? For only a steadfast belief in the might of the Lord can guide us now. He alone can be the beacon to lead us forth from the valley of the shadow of death. Hundreds of years ago, the prophet Zandona foresaw the cataclysm that is looming now. This is what he predicted. The old order of the world shall be shattered, all worldly possessions shall crumble, and from the ashes of our decadence shall rise the new kingdom of God, radiant and pure. And therefore my call goes out to all people, to ring in their ears like one final peal of thunder, and open their eyes. Seek salvation in the arms of Puritas Cordis. Come now, before it is too late. I can't say I like that Pat Shelton and his Puritas Cordis crowd. In fact, I think they're a bunch of morons. The trouble is, I can't shake the feeling that there's method in their madness, and that they have a definite plan. A plan to make Zandona's apocalyptic prophecies a reality.
That's what
Which
they're doing.
means they're still a bunch of morons, of course, but possibly a bunch of extremely dangerous morons. In any case, they must not be underestimated.
Okie dokie. Oops, I did not mean to go all the way back. Gonna keep looking at this crocodile.
I don't fancy a swim here. Too many crocodiles around. I don't fancy a swim here. The water is too filthy.
Okay. Let's go see if... Oh, hello, there's a boat.
This little motorboat is tied up so well. Somebody really wanted to be on the safe side here. The engine works. That is good to know. But I'll switch it off for now.
Okay. So we have a boat. Which is probably how we're gonna go out there to get it, but then we have an enclosure in the way. Okay, let's go see about some ducks. There they are.
Interesting. This noisemaker seems to appeal to the ducks.
Hi, duckies. Come along, duckies.
The ducks are already here.
The ducks! They're already here! Wait, do I have to, like, lead them every step of the way, or can I just...
Nothing happened.
Next to a body of water. Alright, yeah, because the bridge is down here. This is the metro. Do we have to go, like, halfway to the park and call them up?
Here they come.
Yay! Alright, and then we'll go up to the zoo.
Here they come.
Duck success!
Hello.
Hello.
Ducks are here.
That's such a
Oh,
cute monkey you've got in that enclosure.
You can say that again. And so eager to learn.
Eager to learn?
Oh, yes. I'm in the process of teaching it a few tricks.
Really? How do you do that?
It's actually quite easy. As soon as I pick up the training stick, I've got the monkey's attention. And then it will mimic everything I do.
Training stick? You hit that monkey?
For heaven's sake, no. It's just a regular long branch. All I do is hold it in my hand, and then the monkey will react. No idea why, but it works.
interesting.
Could I please have one of those baguettes?
To feed the ducks?
Yes, of course. They're here now.
Sure, take one then.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Same to you.
Alright, before I go messing around with the monkey. Let's feed this guy a baguette.
I've brought you some solid food.
Solid food, all right. Rock solid, actually.
Okay, it's not really all that fresh, but
Never mind. I'm not that picky. But I've got barely any teeth left, so I'm not quite up to chewing on cobblestones.
I can see that. Maybe I'll find you something else so you won't have to go hungry. I'll be leaving then.
So we have a tire and a ball and a can of peanuts. We have a hula hoop and a tennis ball. Can we like set it up so it's similar looking and then make him go all the way over and give us the peanuts? Um, oh, put that on the thing. Okay, no, let's put it on something on the thing, I guess. Soda can?
And now, I need to aim well.
Oh, what?
Executed precisely and with style. Like everything
Oh, is
I do.
this corresponding to that, then? Okay, so I don't think we need to mimic the ball, we just need to put that there. Come over here. Oh right, no, we need a training stick. Will the umbrella work? Will the baguette work? He said it was just a long stick. Umbrella?
Well then, let's see whether I'm cut out to be an animal trainer.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
it's working.
Alright. Let's go through the hula hoop.
Maybe this way I can make the monkey jump through the hoop. Amazing. Monkey see, monkey do.
What a good monkey.
And now, I need to aim well.
Heck yeah,
I
now we got
always knew
peanuts.
I'd make a great role model someday. Okay, it's just a monkey throwing balls at cans, but it's not a bad start, even if I say so myself.
Thank you, monkey. Do I need these back? No one will ever know that I stole peanuts from a monkey. No, that's not what I... Okay, I don't need to take that back, I guess. Let's give peanuts to the elephant and see what that does.
How odd that such a large animal is so crazy about tiny peanuts.
Peanuts are tasty.
It never ceases to It's a bit.
Okay.
Of course, I could climb up there. No problem, honestly. But I don't really care to right now. Nope.
Stick. Peanuts in the nest.
Hey, little buddy. Would you care for some peanuts?
There. You're going to have to work for the rest of the peanuts.
Oh shit. Oh,
The
that...
elephant does all the work for peanuts and ends up with none, while I just hang around. And I am rewarded with a way into the crocodile enclosure. Life can be so unfair.
Well... Okay.
I'm not setting foot in this enclosure unless the crocodile is at a safe distance.
Alright, so it marks its territory with vibrations. No, read the sign.
This magnificent specimen appears to be a Nile crocodile. It marks its territory through underwater vibrations and turns into a merciless killer whenever it detects a new nearby.
So... underground vibrations, like... Will it come over here?
The engine works. That is good to know. But I'll switch it off for now.
Can't, like, untie it. Can we feed the ducks?
Into this awful brew? The baguette may be rock hard, but at least it's not.
I want to feed the ducks. Teddy bear. Nail polish. Oh, we could probably use the nail polish on the guy's car to fix the scratch. Even though that's probably not a good idea.
Maybe this will help to render the scratch invisible. Oops! Oh, rats, I spilled a little from the bottle. I hope it won't show too much. But it still looks a whole lot better now. Hello. You still look pretty depressed.
Don't I have every reason?
Look at the bright side. Here you are, sitting in this lovely park. Okay, lovely, maybe stretching it a bit, but, well, just look at the bright side.
You sure know how to cheer a guy up.
Yes, so I've been told. I've fixed your car. You can hardly see the scratch now.
Do you enjoy kicking a man when he's already down?
What? I really did fix your car. It may not be perfect, but considering what I had to work with, it's not a bad job.
Why would you do that? Why would my luck suddenly turn around and smile on me and send me an angel?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just having a particularly friendly and helpful day.
Very likely that. Just do me a favor and stop trampling my feelings. It would have to be a miracle if anything that could happen to me. And miracles don't happen just like that.
But
Please!
The poor guy is so despondent that he cannot even imagine why someone would simply want to do him a favor. He seems in dire need of a miracle.
Oh my
If I
god,
go
we
away
have
now
to make
and
a
promise
miracle
to come back
happen?
soon, will you promise not to do anything stupid while I'm gone?
Sure, I wouldn't even have the energy.
Do we have to make this statue cry blood so we fucking believes it's me? Oh, we don't have any more nail polish. Candle. Do we have to do something to the fountain? Oh, we still have peanuts. Hey, do you want peanuts? Do you want bread and peanuts? Mmm, salty.
May I offer you some peanuts?
Thanks. I appreciate the offer. But for one thing, my teeth aren't what they used to be. And then I'm allergic to nearly all kinds of nuts in existence.
Oh. I'll be leaving then.
Okay, so do we need to just like dip the baguette in the water or something? Something gross like that?
This water is rather stale. It would probably not help to make eating this baguette an absolutely enjoyable culinary experience.
We need something else to soak in it. There's another. No, there's another fountain.
The water would just trickle out through all those little holes.
Okay, so we still need something to put. Do we have a box? None of these seem particularly.
Is it really a wishing well, or is it just a large bowl of water? Thanks.
I don't really have stuff just in my inventory that like gets put together. Okay. We have milk. Milk.
A little soggy, but I think that's an improvement over rock hard.
Oh, alright. I was gonna go do the crocodile pen, but I guess we can do this now.
I've got the perfect meal for you. It may not be a 5-course dinner, but it's reasonably healthy, and it will fill your stomach.
Yes, that actually looks quite appetizing. And it's easy on the few teeth I have left. Thank you so much. Your heart's in the right place.
It was nothing. Glad I could help.
Now can I have your booze?
Now that you've got something to eat, will you stay away from alcohol?
It won't hurt to try it.
I'll just take that bottle with me. Just talk to the zookeeper tomorrow. He's bound to have something left over for you.
Usually the welfare of animals is more important. People aren't that much of a priority. But I'll give it a try.
I'll be leaving then.
Right. Now we got some booze. We can pretend that we're smashed.
Pretending to be stone drunk shouldn't be too hard, but first I somehow need to make sure I don't get locked in the wrong cell.
Oh my god. Alright. So we need to do something.
The cell is locked, and there's no way of getting in without a key.
Okay. Probably have to do something to the door so it, like, locks it or something. Okay. Let's try and get in a crocodile pen. We have the vibrations. We have to get the crocodile off.
That's
the
not
thing.
Fifi the French poodle in there, and crocodiles don't play fetch, as far as I know.
Oh, what about the bear?
Grumpy teddy bear versus crocodile. What a duel. Good luck, Teddy. You'll need it.
Now we turn on the boat.
The crocodile seems to be mistaking the engine's vibrations for a rival. It is completely focused on defending its territory now.
Alright, so that'll keep him over there while I sneak in and take that blue block.
Good thing that stone was already loose, and now I'll get the heck out of here.
Alright.
I am actually quite happy that the croc is now focused on the vibrations caused by the boat's engine.
Yeah, except you don't need to be anymore.
I am actually...
Okay, fine. Alright, that's another block. Okay, we got this thing. Did I take any bubblegum last
Sure,
time?
money makes the world go round and nothing comes free, even if it only takes 10 cents to buy.
Okay, so we have to find 10 cents to get bubblegum. We gotta find a way to get water into the fountain. Maybe in that wishing well? No, because when I clicked on it, she's just like, I don't need a bath now. Why did I take the help wanted sign?
The sign says, "Help wanted."
Oh, we never looked at the garbage.
I gave up complaining about having to rummage through garbage a long time ago. Money. Mine for the
Ew,
picking.
what is that? Ew, a pacifier. Oh, we got 5 cents. Need 10 cents for the gum. Maybe we can make a wish in the fountain now. Maybe that'll be a miracle.
Mr. Rossi,
Yes.
you don't seem to have much luck. Maybe you should give the wishing well a try.
Wishing well? Yeah, right. Nobody believes in that kind of thing these days.
You know what they say? Faith moves mountains.
Oh, sure. And the early bird catches the worm. I can really do without your words of wisdom.
Maybe we should just give it a go.
I think this might be a good investment for my 5 cents. I can always fish them out again.
This round is on me. You'll never know if you don't try.
Mamma mia!
Just in case you forgot he was Italian.
Right, this should be interesting. I just made a wish for that scratch to disappear from your car.
If that works, then... Ah, baloney.
Won't you take a look at least?
This is a total nonsense. But I was just about to check on the car anyway, so... The scratch is almost gone.
You see? The wishing well is working after all.
But the scratch still shows a little. And there are some weird stains now.
What did you expect? I only threw in 5 cents. Naturally, that only buys you a very small miracle. A larger sum might bring on a bigger miracle.
You are right. It's worth a try anyway. Wait a moment. I will be right back. Well, have the scratch and the stains disappeared now?
Not really.
Typical. That's a 10 cents gone down the drain.
10 cents? That wasn't very generous of you.
It's twice as much as you paid.
Well, maybe the wishing well feels you're playing games, so it's taking its sweet time over that miracle you wanted.
Could be. I am going to stay here and wait for the miracle to happen. I will probably just be disappointed again, but it's not like I have anything better to do.
Good luck then.
And I'm gonna go take your 10 cents so I can get bubblegum.
What an investment. 200% return in a matter of minutes. Once I'm done saving the world, I'm going to write a book about investment strategies. Sure, money makes the world go round and nothing comes free, even if it only takes 10 cents to buy. I traded in most of my fortune for a piece of gum. Let's hope that was a worthwhile investment.
Alright, now we got bubblegum. Can I do something stupid like use wax to close the hole in the soda can? No. Look, I feel like this is a part of the game where we start mashing things together. But also I feel like the stuff we have in here isn't stuff that's gonna go together very much. That we need to drink. Put that in the fountain.
It would be a shame about this fine vintage. Oh well, it's only cheap booze, but it would be a shame nonetheless.
Alright, so we have to put water in there or something. We have a box. Okay. Got that one, got that one. I need water or something to put in there. And what's left is the gel. That can we mash in pacifier?
Yes, I could plug the keyhole with that, but it would be very obvious, and the keyhole could be unplugged in a second.
Oh, bubblegum in the keyhole. That's a thing.
There. Getting in there shouldn't be easy now.
Alright, now we can be drunk. That was a wild sound
This
effect.
stuff is disgusting. I spat it back into the bottle. It's safer that way. After all, I need a clear head. But I bet the horrible taste in my mouth will linger.
Hello, yes, I'm drunk.
If I want to get into the drunk tank with the blue stone, this might be a good time to demonstrate my superior acting
She does
skills.
not have good acting
Well,
skills.
hello there,
Oh
Purdy
my
thing. I'm
God.
totally plastered, but I
Nina.
wanted to... Thank you so much.
Really? Let me smell your breath then.
You know, why?
That smells of cheap booze. But you don't really look drunk to me. I think we had better perform a blood test.
If we must.
Please, take a seat over there. I'm going to take a blood sample now. You will only feel a short sting.
Boop.
There, that was all. Not again. That will be my husband.
Ah,
He
why
calls
is it
me every 20
fucking
minutes.
syringe?
Just to make sure I'm really working and not cheating on him. As if I had a chance of finding someone else the way I look.
Oh my
Please
God.
wait here. I'll be right back.
I should have started like a what the fuck Nina and what the fuck game counter.
I need to think of something quick, or my little ruse will be exposed.
I mean, put alcohol on the thing
I've got
too.
plenty of blood left in my body.
Like, just... And then your blood will
I'm
be
going
like
to dilute my blood with a little alcohol.
50% alcohol.
And she will certainly have to put me in the drunk tank.
All right. So now we get to continue. I'm now going to put the blood sample in the analyzer. Your alcohol level is 0.37%.
Yeah, really.
How do you manage to talk or sit up straight? And how come you're even still alive? But if anyone deserves to sober up in one of our cells, it's you. No doubt about that. Come along then.
I mean, I would call the hospital at that point.
That's odd. The key won't go in. The lock must be blocked somehow. Good thing we have more than one drunk tank available.
For reference, here in New York,
Please
the
hand me your possessions.
the-
I will keep them safe while you're in here.
blood alcohol limit is like 0.08, I believe. Like 0.37
There
is
seems to be another cell next to this one.
extremely.
A very musical one.
What?
Hello. You play really well.
Thank you. I got a lot of time to practice.
Oh.
Snake?
How long have you been locked up here?
No idea. Is the war over yet?
Yes, and Napoleon has been banished to Elba. What did you do?
Oh, they accused me of all kinds of things. Actually, though, I am completely innocent.
Yes, I guessed as much.
I can't pull it from the wall just like that.
Why not? Why are there? Oh, it's the
They
drunk
are
tank, I
firmly
guess.
anchored to the wall.
Ah, we have a deflated football. We have a chair. We have a spoon. We have bunks.
I don't think I'll ever be tired enough to lie down on that.
No, I just wanted you to look at it in case there's something I can grab. Got the door. Got a window.
I never imagined that I would end up in jail.
Oh, be quiet. Dig it out.
Hey, you're not going to try and break out of that cell, are you?
Who? Me? No. Wouldn't dream of it.
Good. In that case, don't let me hear any more scratching and scraping.
Use the ball. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Got a chair.
I can think much better standing up.
Frickin' ball. Using our stuff. You scrape quietly.
Behind this is my neighbor in another cell.
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, you're lucky to catch me in. I was just about to go shopping.
Could you do me a favor and play your harmonica
Cover
some
the
more?
noise.
You mean you want me to use my musical star performance as a cover-up? So you can scrape away at that wall?
To be absolutely honest, yes.
Just my luck. I finally get a bit of company, and already you're talking about leaving again.
Sorry, but I've got some really important things to see to.
Never mind. But before you leave, at least do me a favor and solve a little riddle for me.
Okay.
I just love riddles, you know.
Is that really necessary?
Yes.
Men.
All right then.
An egg.
Shoot.
I'm thinking
Mountain.
of a three-digit number.
What?
You need to guess which one. Don't worry. I will give you a few clues.
Between 1 and
The first digit is a number between 1 and 5. Take a good look around your cell. It doesn't matter how long you search, you will never find the answer. The second digit is simple. They have you trapped. It is an odd number, larger than 1.
Okay.
And finally, the last digit, definitely even, and also to be found in your cell. They all stand, but not all of them can walk.
What? Are you quite sane?
Yes. Thanks for asking. Let me know when you think you have the answer.
Okay.
I've got to interrupt our...
No problem.
Okay. First number is a number between 1 and 5. Can't be found in a cell. I'm gonna say that this is 3, 2 bunks, 1 chair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe that's one or one door. I don't know about that. Second one is an odd number greater than 1. Last one is an even number. They all can stand, not all can walk. So that's the legs. So that's 6 if you count ours and the chair legs. He doesn't have any legs. Or maybe he's meant to. So it's either 6 or 8, including his. Or 1 me, maybe? So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4. First number 5, maybe? Hey, say the things again.
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, you're lucky to...
I think...
I can hardly wait. The first digit is a number between 1 and 5. The riddle was, take a good look around in your cell. It doesn't matter how long you search, you will never find the answer. So, what is the first digit?
5?
5.
And what was the second digit? The riddle was quite simple. They have you trapped.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars?
9.
And the last digit? The answer to the riddle was in your cell too. They all stand, but not all of them can walk.
8.
Let's say 8.
Close.
Damn
but
it.
not close enough. Don't worry though. I'm giving you another chance.
Ooh, you're not going to tell me which one was wrong? Alright, let's try 6 as the
I
last
figured
digit.
out the answer to your riddle.
I can hardly wait.
Let's
5.
do
What?
5,
9.
And the last digit?
6.
6.
Wow.
If I'm not counting
impressed.
mine.
What a shame that this probably
Heck
means
yeah.
I won't enjoy your company much longer.
But you can be sure that you have my eternal gratitude.
Cut it out back there! How is anyone supposed to stand that racket?
You know zilch about art. You're a warden at heart.
I've got the stone.
Hello.
Now I need to get out of here.
Well, okay. So, from the beginning, we were in the cemetery. We learned that, well, first things first is we fell into a hole and we found a puzzle that led to the archives of the cardinal that we're there to learn more about, because that has the information we need. We found that his curator was buried in that cemetery, so we found her grave, and that gave us the clues to get through the door that was down that hole. And we found like a mosaic thing with a riddle, something about placing the chess pieces in the right places. But we had to find more of these blocks. But the blocks have been used in the rebuilding of several buildings around Paris after the war. So we had to find one that was in a bridge. There's one in a metro station, which we still have to get. There's one in the jail here, so we had to get thrown in the drunk tank, by pretending to be drunk. So we're in here getting this one, and I just got that one, so I can check that one off. And there was one at the zoo in the crocodile pen. And we also had to, interact with a trained monkey. Alright, so we have what we came here for. Now it's time to leave, I hope.
What do you want?
I'm sober again.
Excuse me? That can't be. You had a blood alcohol level of 0.37%.
Test me again.
Something must have gone wrong with the blood sample. Either your measurement was wrong or the sample was manipulated.
Manipulated? By whom?
Search
Gremlins.
me! Anyway, I insist on a second test. And if that proves positive too, my lawyer will sue you for procedural error.
Procedural error?
Yes! No one but you can confirm that the blood test was carried out according to the proper procedure. There wasn't even a doctor present. You had no authority to take a blood sample.
Nina, you're the worst.
So, either you release me and fast, or I'll hit you with so many charges this place will be closed down in no time.
Close down? This is a police station.
Not for long.
With all those bike races and track and field events on TV these days.
What?
Suddenly, everybody is an expert on blood sampling. Come on out then, and don't show your face
Is that a
around
joke
here
about
again.
drug testing for the...
And don't forget your stuff.
what's that by Grace called? The Tour de France. That's what I'm thinking of. Alright. But yeah, see, we found the one there, we got the one there, we got the one there, we got the one there, and we just need to get the one in the metro, which I need to figure out how to make the fountain work. But at least now we have a spoon and a deflated soccer ball, so I'm sure that will help. Alright, good, that's grayed out, because we don't need to go there anymore. Actually, let me see if I can use the soccer ball to get water.
This battered soccer ball makes
Perfect.
a perfect container for water.
To be fair, it wasn't exactly jail, it was just the drunk tank, so... a little easier. But I've been going for 2 hours. But I want to keep going. Alright, I'm gonna keep going, but I do have to run ads again real quick. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Stick around for grabbing the last block, and then we'll go solve a puzzle in the cemetery. Alright, I'm back. And as a reminder, if you do miss any of these, the VODs go up on my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/jotyler. And so far I've been good about getting them up before the next episode starts. And I think I'm just going to make these streams 3 hours, because I never want to end at 9. Alright, so we have water. We can put water in the fountain at the metro.
Fill the entire fountain this way? Oh, joy. This will keep me on my feet for a while. All right, that should be enough.
Alright, and now we turn it on.
I think I will switch on the fountain. The water jet doesn't reach the ceiling. I suppose that would have been too easy. I had better switch that fountain off.
Alright, so I imagine we have to plug some of the holes.
There's enough water in the fountain. If I switch it on now, the water should squirt from the 4 jets that are built into the rim of the basin.
What can we use to plug some holes? We haven't used this yet.
All right, this plugged up one of the jets.
Is that enough?
I should plug some more jets first, in hopes that the water from the remaining orifices will then have enough pressure to reach the ceiling.
We're trying to knock the paint off the ceiling so we can see the bricks underneath it. Okay, what else can we show? We don't really have... That's probably too big. Nope. Stick. Nope. Can of peanuts. Nope. Nina, stand out of the way so I can see the fountain better. A box. Nope. The noisemaker? Nope. Newspaper? Sign? Umbrella? Soda can? Huh?
The water would just trickle out through all those little holes.
Candle. Candle?
I'm going to try and plug up one of the water jets with this candle.
Okay.
It worked. I even managed to plug up 2 of the jets at once.
Oh good, so that's one left.
I think I will switch on the fountain.
And now we play Power Wash Sim. Yeah, there we go.
Yay, it worked. The water jet rinsed the crumbly paint off the ceiling. I had better switch that fountain off.
Now, give me the brick.
I can't reach it.
You have long, pointy objects. Use one of those. Use a stick.
The stick is too thick. It won't fit in the gap.
Oh, the stick is too
I
thick.
admire the pop.
Oh. Umbrella.
Yes, I should be able to reach it that way. But I need to watch out so the stone doesn't fall on my head. That was a close one.
Not really. A white blob. What was on that one? A knight. Okay. Alright, that should be all the pieces. Let's go back to the cemetery. Alright. So we're trying to get to that door. We have this mosaic of blocks and stuff. And then we have this map.
Seems to be an old map of what is France these days.
Which I
There's a
assumed is
legend
those
on the panel
16.
next to it. The king was in dire straits.
Okay. So
He had withdrawn
king-
to Provence, and the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the north, and the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
East and Brittany. Okay. So assuming these correspond like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Navarre. If those correspond to this, then I have the king who was in Provence, which is here. The peasants. Okay, we have a black castle, a black king, white knight, and a black pawn.
There are obviously still...
I'm assuming the pawn is the peasants, if we're using chess allegory. The reinforcements from Navarre, which is over here, ran into a castle to the east. Reinforcements, so the white one, because it'd be on our side?
There are obviously...
Yeah. Reinforcements ran into a castle, and then the opponent is in Brittany? Yes!
What? A mechanical bridge emerging from the ceiling in a chapel that is 350 years old? Whatever lies behind this door, it must be invaluable. I can only hope and pray that this is Cardinal Coubertin's secret archive. Wow! What a sight!
Yay, libraries.
Latin. I learned some Latin in school, but not enough to read through a whole archive.
Remember, you've still got me.
I was just gonna say, that's what our nerd friend is for.
Just how did you do it?
To cut a long story short, I did really well.
Indeed, but I haven't been idle myself. I managed to obtain some information that should help us find the documents fairly
These
soon.
books are gonna be musty as fuck.
I cannot believe how well preserved these records are. We've got something right here, along with the Puritas Cordis documents that Brother Bernard sent to the Cardinal back in the 17th century. Let me recap what I have found out so far. It seems that Zendona returned from one of his pilgrimages to the Holy Land a changed man. Apparently, he had a vision during this journey. From then on, he was completely obsessed with founding a theocratic state.
Very modest.
Yes, but extremely convincing, as we know. He visited small villages as a preacher of repentance, warning the sinners that the day of judgment was nigh, and uttering dark prophecies.
Which he personally made come true. A reign of terror based on everyone's fear of the apocalypse.
Yes, and remarkably successful. His following grew almost by the hour, especially in rural areas. People flocked to him in droves. The harbingers of the apocalypse are listed here again. First pestilence and disease, then the punishment of the greedy, followed by war, earthquakes, fire, and a great flood.
We all know that, but what comes next?
The harbingers are supposed to make the rulers of the world gather in the New Babel and hold council. That's where Puritas Cordis is planning to destroy them one and all in order to create a new world order. The sect thinks itself the elite of humanity.
The New Babel. What can that...
Oh,
New
they're
York.
gonna send the Winter Soldiers.
It could mean New
to the
York.
UN Council.
Puritas Cordis wants to annihilate the UN General Assembly. We have to call my father. He
will go down, along with the rest of the unworthy ones. We represent the will of God. No one can stop us. Least of all you two. Come along.
Quick, run! So we
push
meet
him
again,
off
Miss
the-
Kalenkov. You remember
Ugh,
me, don't you?
you.
The charming barkeeper aboard the Calypso? But enough with the pleasantries. Regrettably, your continued attempts to stop us are about to come to an abrupt end.
No!
There goes another nuisance. Can we get going now, or would you rather follow your pal?
I have a feeling that was your
no?
pal.
All right, let's go then. We are taking a
Because your
little
pal
trip to the
isn't
countryside.
on the cover of the game.
I've been stuck in this cell for hours, waiting for that Pat Shelton character to come back.
Yeah, I guess she made quite a
Wish I knew what he wants
impression.
with me, and how Nina is involved in all this. There's got to be some kind of connection to what happened in Indonesia. Okay, let me think. They deliberately caused a volcanic eruption, and I'm a witness. If I follow that thought through, I can't help but suspect they're probably none too eager.
Yeah, I'm
to
surprised
let a
they haven't
witness
killed
to
you
their
already,
evil
Max.
doings run around free, which tells me this is not going to be a picnic. I'd better get out of here, and fast. The question is, how? I have got to find something to help me escape.
I'm gonna guess disguise yourself with that. What the heck is this? Ew, apple.
Ugh, do I have to? Well, I guess so.
Right, we got the door. Stove? Oh, that goes with that. Stove door. We got a trash picker. Why would they
I would
leave
love to
that?
oblige, but I don't have extendable arms.
No, that's the extendable arm.
This looks extremely soft.
Just throw the apple at it.
If I manage to
Oh,
hit the
actually,
trash
okay.
picker and it falls in the right direction.
Seriously though, are we on a boat? Because this creaky wood sound makes it seem like we're on a boat. Alright, now
Great,
I have
it
extended
worked.
arms. Can I be the apple back then?
It's way too sturdy to tip over.
No, the apple. Nope, the apple's invisible now.
I
About the
just
door.
need to pull the door off its hinges and...
And what? Oh, it's like busted stove.
Done. Right. All it takes now is opportunity, a firm whack, and fast legs.
Follow me. Pat Shelton wants to see you.
Uh-oh. Tackling two people with my stove door is out of the question. I should wait for a better opportunity.
I am so glad you could make it. There is something I would like to show
Nice
you.
rig.
Nina!
Max!
Yes, Nina Kalenkov and Max Gruber. I would love to leave you to properly celebrate your reunion, but we haven't got the time, I'm afraid. The reason for our little gathering is quite simple. There are some things you want to know and some things that I want to know. You claim it is a coincidence that while in two completely different parts of the world, you happen to develop an interest in the very same matter. How can you expect anyone to believe that? That would be highly unlikely, even if you were total strangers. But in your case, and your collaboration with David Correll of the Church Intelligence Service is certainly more than just coincidence. I don't know who you are working for, but you must know more than you have told me. A lot more. And yet, I'm sure you do not know everything. So let us make a deal. I will now show you what you want to know.
Oh,
you see,
okay.
truth is like an eternal flame. You can try to conceal it, try to shade it, but it cannot be extinguished. And the truth has long stopped hiding its ugly face behind the veil of technology and progress. It shows its terrible grimace day by day. 660 children starve to death every hour. Millions of people slave away in horrible, degrading circumstances, while their bosses become richer and fatter all the time. The deserts are expanding, the polar caps are melting, the ozone hole is growing, the climactic catastrophe is at hand!
I think we actually
Every
fixed the
day,
ozone problem.
We do our best to destroy our planet with all the powers at our command. Today alone, another 140 or so animal and plant species have become extinct.
I know, it's terrible. So, can you make this world a better place?
Yes, I can. Zandona was a great prophet. Too great for his time. His vision could not be brought to life in the 17th century. Today, things are different.
Vision? Zandona never had any visions. He was just a very sick man who wanted to destroy the world.
Destroy? How blind you are! He never wanted to destroy the world. He only wished to root out the evil that is responsible for all the destruction in our world. I will show you. This is La Palma, one of the Canary Islands, a paradise for sun-loving tourists. For us, the island holds quite another fascination, the Cumbre Vieja volcano. The brittle western slope of the volcano is covered in clefts and fissures where water has collected. And now for the interesting part. By placing several bombs in carefully calculated spots, we can use thermonuclear explosions to heat that water so that it will evaporate instantaneously. If you had paid attention in your physics classes, you would know that such a sudden evaporation of water would create sufficient pressure to shatter the volcano's
pretty sure the
brittle slope
explosions
and
would do
send
that
it
too.
crashing into the sea. Can you guess what comes next? That's right, a tsunami. Waves 200 meters high will charge across the Atlantic with the speed of an airplane. The tsunami will sweep across the east coast of the United States. New York will disappear in an apocalyptic flood, taking with it the self-proclaimed rulers of the world who are currently squabbling in blind incompetence at the UN headquarters. The resulting vacuum of power will be filled by our followers, some of whom have been biding their time in key positions for decades. They will take control and lead humankind to a new golden age.
Except for the people on the East Coast. I guess you won't be leading them anywhere.
Haven't you been listening to me? I told you this is about saving the world.
By leaving millions of people to drown? How is that saving them?
I am saving them from their own destructiveness. They would kill each other anyway, sooner or later. But in that case, not just a couple of million people would die, but the basis for our existence on this planet would be permanently destroyed. Don't you see? Those who hold the power in this world are leading us to our doom, day by day. But now, we have a chance of seizing this evil by the root and wiping it out, once and for all. Without its rulers, humankind will be as helpless as a flock of sheep without a shepherd. They will turn to God and to Puritas Cordis, for we are the ones who saw the catastrophe coming and who know how to avert any further disasters.
And nobody suspects that Puritas Cordis caused those disasters in the first place.
It does not befit the sheep to question the will of the shepherd. We will teach people to live devoutly. We will teach them the ways of Zandona, and we will welcome them to the new state of God. They will be led by our supporters, chosen from among the wisest of the wise and the most pious of the devout.
And what will your role be in that state?
Mine will be the voice that proclaims the will of God.
In other words, you will rule over all the rest. So this is really about power, as always.
Certainly, the power of the Lord. But that's enough of me, enough of us. I have fulfilled my part of the bargain and told you much that you probably did not know. At least, not in so much detail. Now it's your turn to uphold your end. Who are you working for? What do you know? Who else knows it, and how does the Church Intelligence Service mean to prevent the inevitable? We had an agreement. Talk!
Who are we working for? Church Intelligence Service? I don't know what you're talking about, but all that Zandona nonsense seems to have softened your brain. That's the only explanation I can think of.
I will not be made a fool of. Very well. You asked for it. You see the grave over there? It's fresh. All that's missing is a body. So, for the last time, what do you know? Who have you told? And what has the Church Intelligence Service got to do with it?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sorry, I don't know anything about any intelligence service. And your people shot the man who might have been able to tell you more about it in cold blood.
If you think this is some kind of game, you are badly mistaken.
Oh shit.
A totally unnecessary death, brought on by your own foolish stubbornness. I shall give you some time to think about the error of your ways. Maybe you will be a bit more cooperative when we talk again. Take her to the cell.
Oh, what have I done? Max is dead. I should have prevented this. No matter how, I should have prevented it. I was the only one who could have averted this disaster. I could have saved my father. I could have saved Max. Yes, I could have. And what did I actually do? I am responsible for the death of David Corell, who died trying to help me escape. I sealed the fate of Max with a single wrong answer, and my father will be next. And what am I doing? Sitting here in a cell, waiting for it all to end. I hope it will be over soon.
Okay.
Everyone should have their own stove door. It's a good thing I carry all kinds of stuff around with me.
Yeah, having a bajillion things in your pockets helps. Okay.
I was supposed to be buried there. I never dreamed that I would someday be looking down at my own grave.
Aw, dog grave.
The gravestone bears the name Fifi. So this is where the dog is buried. A vase made of plastic. The charred remains of a doghouse. It's just a ruin, but even so, it is too bulky to carry around with me.
Alright, we got 2 passages. Oh, mousetrap.
There's a storeroom behind it. Looks like this is a guard's patrol route. It's one of those nasty contraptions that will kill mice. Looking at the size of that piece of cheese, I'd rather not know what kind of monster-sized mice they're trying to catch here. I can't spring the trap from the outside, and I have no intent.
Ah, but I have a long fingy tool.
Yes, this should work. That way I can spring the mousetrap and still keep all my fingers. I rather like that idea. I just saved an innocent little mouse from a gruesome fate and got a big piece of cheese as a reward.
Ooh, all kinds of stuff.
Soccer tips aren't going to help me now. I might as well leave them here.
Ice spray. What?
This is used to cool bruises and sprains.
Oh, okay.
I haven't got time to sit and read. Did Pat Shelton use this for his sermons on television? Not that I really care. An old shelf. 2 empty sacks. An instant camera. Something of a museum piece in this age of digital photography.
Pick it up, pick it all up. Point and click games are ska, because all you do is pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
This model was built long before the invention of color television, but at least it's battery operated. Should I turn the television on or take it with me?
Sure, what's playing?
Should I turn the Should I...
I'm surprised you lug that around with you.
A rickety old table.
Is that a Game Boy? Oh, hilarious. It's a Game Girl.
It actually
Ugh,
still
it's
works,
pink.
but there's no game inserted. This thing is so old, it's not even electric. It still works.
Alright, so we have a sewing machine. That's good to know, I
I have
guess.
no idea where that leads, or whether there are guards on the other side. I don't want to take any unnecessary risks.
Super Mario Land, yeah. Alright, we have 2 sacks. Alright. I guess we can check the other direction.
From that position, the guard can not only watch the prison, but also has a perfect view of the inner courtyard, too. Not the best conditions for getting out of here alive. Looks like this is a guard's patrol route. This leads to the cellar. The thermometer is displaying 19 degrees Celsius. Guess I'm shivering because of nerves rather than temperature then.
I forget how to do the mental math to convert.
The guard will spot me if I enter the inner court.
Alright, then.
I'm glad I'm out.
What else have we got? There's gotta be something else down here then that I didn't see. Oh, there's another window.
Well, hello. You're not mourning my death, are you?
Max! Max, you're alive!
Shh, not so loud. Otherwise, that might change pretty quickly.
Max, you have no idea how glad I am to see you.
Who would have thought I'd ever hear you say that? Ms. Kalenkov, you amaze me.
Of course. You don't have any witnesses.
Never mind. If seeing me return from the dead makes you this happy, maybe I should do it more often.
Just as crazy as ever, I see.
Would you really want that
66,
to change?
that's like room
No,
slightly
not
chilly
really.
room temperature then.
But how come you're still alive?
I'll explain later. For now, let's concentrate on finding a way out of here.
Agreed. Do you have a plan?
No, not yet. You know me. But we'll think of something.
Okay, but be quick about it. Pat Shelton might come back at any minute. By the way, in case I haven't mentioned it yet, I'm glad you're still alive.
I just love hearing you say that.
Ugh, I'm so tempted to like play more because I have a feeling we're kind of near the end. So I don't know if I should stop now so that I have like a full stream next time, or if I just play. Okay. Am I Nina or Max now? I'm Nina.
I think I'm going to call the guard.
Hello?
What's up? Why are you yelling like that?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think it has chapters.
And I'm thirsty.
Yes, but unlike me, you can go and get yourself a drink. When I get hungry, I have to rely on you to bring me some food.
That's just too bad.
Starving prisoners constitutes torture, and that's against the Geneva Convention.
Geneva, what?
The Geneva Convention. You know, human rights and all that.
Never heard of it, and not interested either.
You don't have to be. All you have to be interested in is the fact that I'm hungry.
You're getting on my nerves.
Yes, Nina.
I know. Do I get to eat now?
No!
Weaponize your shittiness.
I'm freezing. In fact, I fully expect to die of exposure in just a few minutes.
Tough luck. This stove hasn't been working for years.
I somehow don't think your boss will be very happy when he comes back and finds his informant frozen to death.
Stop whining already. It's not all that cold in here.
Oh, sure. You can keep warm by moving around. I don't have that option for obvious reasons.
I am totally convinced that you're just trying to annoy me. But fine. I'll have a look at the thermometer. I thought so. It's almost 20 degrees in here. You're nothing but a pathetic crybaby.
Fine, so I'm a crybaby. Can I have something to warm me up anyway?
No. Russians never feel cold when it is this warm.
These restraints hurt a lot. Could you please untie me?
Are you yanking my chain?
No. Why?
If I untie you, you're going to run away.
How would I do that? I'm still locked up in this cell. And I wouldn't stand a chance against a strong guy like you.
That's true.
Well?
No, I can't. The boss would kill me on the spot.
Would you mind telling me why you're keeping me prisoner here? What do you want with me?
That's none of your business.
Now look, I do think I have a right to know why I'm locked away in this cell.
I don't know, and I don't care.
What? You don't know either?
No, and I don't need to. All I know is you're not allowed to leave here. And it's my job to keep an eye on you. That's enough. Anything else?
Don't you even care why innocent people are being imprisoned here?
No. I care about how Tom Tomsk played. That's all.
Tom-toms? Are you learning to play the drums then?
Huh? Tom Tomsk is my local club. Perhaps not Russia's most successful soccer team, but undoubtedly the best.
People are being held here against their will, and all you care about is soccer?
Yes. Anything else?
Welcome to Europe, Nina. Okay.
That will do for now. Go ahead. Leave me to my misery.
As you say.
Oh, it doesn't really look like it's broken up by chapter. Okay. Well...
The bars are too close to...
How about... we go fuck with the thermometer and make it cold.
The temperature display has dropped down to 8 degrees.
Yo-ho-ho-ho.
I think I'm going to call the
Hello?
What's up? Why are you...
It's cold in here. Not just a bit chilly, but really freezing.
Cold? It sometimes gets cold in January in Siberia.
Very funny. But you'll soon stop laughing when your boss finds out I can't help him anymore, because I've frozen to death. I'll give you 3 guesses who's going to be blamed for that. I sure wouldn't like to be in your shoes.
All right, have it your way. I'll go and check. But you had better not be pulling my leg.
Yes, sure.
What do you know? You're right. Looks like the temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's down to a mere 8 degrees Celsius now. That's odd. I still feel cozy and warm.
It's probably the vodka. So, can I have something to warm me up now?
Share my vodka? Forget it. But I'm sure that nobody needs this cowl here. I can cover you with that. Don't do anything stupid, though. Right. And now, be quiet.
All right. Thanks. That will do for...
As you...
Alright. I have a cowl now. Hey Max, you want this? I can't give it to you, I'm tied
A
up.
simple robe made of coarse fabric.
But Max can grab it.
Nina,
Yes?
you look a little warm. Wouldn't you like to take something off?
Max, now's not the
Is
time.
that all you can think about, even in this situation?
Not really, but for now, the cowl is most important. I'll see to the rest later.
Don't you dare.
I love it when you're helpless.
Max!
I've got the cowl, and Nina is cold again. Life is all about giving and taking.
What the fuck is this game? Alright. Now we have a
It's
disguise.
the perfect disguise, as long as I'm not forced to remove the hood.
Wait, what was that? Oh, footprints. Right. Hey, how's it going? Excuse me while I just crawl into this hatch. Alright, we got a bench, we got a door, got another door, and nowhere else to go. Ooh, wild garlic!
It's always a good idea to have some herbs handy. Not that I have the faintest clue what I might need them for.
Definitely. This place definitely looks like it has vampires. Hey, how's it going?
How do I talk to him? Maybe I should pretend I'm a member of Puritas Cordis. But how do those
Max, are
people
you talking
talk?
to yourself
He
in front of
doesn't look
him?
very
'Cause-
bright to me.
No.
I'll try the redneck approach then.
No!
Hi there. Who are you? Don't think I know you. You new?
Hi. Well, not really new, but I don't know you either. Are you one of them?
Them?
You know, those sect people.
Sect people? You mean Puritas Cordis, so you're not with them?
No, I was just hired as a guard. Weren't you? Then maybe you can tell me something about Puritas... Puritas whatever?
Can I? Not really.
No, I'm just a simple guard, too. I don't know what exactly they're up to.
Okay, that's a relief.
Why? You got a problem with them?
No, they always pay my wages right on time. Still, I find them a little creepy.
What's with that odd grave in the backyard?
You mean where the dog is buried?
Yes.
Apparently, lightning struck the doghouse when Shelton was having another of his tantrums. He was yelling something about punishment from above just because one of the guards overslept by a few minutes.
And?
Well, the guards seemed to be quite unperturbed. That's when Shelton really flipped and threatened him with eternal damnation. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck the doghouse right next to the guard. The guy suffered severe burns, and the dog was grilled alive.
No!
Oh.
The charred remains of the doghouse and the dog's grave have served as a kind of memorial ever since. And it works, too. I, for one, wouldn't dream of crossing Shelton.
What a weird story. Was that bolt of lightning just a coincidence, or...
Probably not.
Who are you guarding, anyway?
I don't know, but the boss dragged her in himself.
The boss?
Pat Shelton, of course.
Right. And you really don't know who she is?
No. I somehow get the feeling that I've seen this kid somewhere before, but that's next to impossible.
Shouldn't you go check if all is quiet behind the jail as well?
Who do you think you are? My boss?
No. But if anything happens because you weren't paying attention, I sure wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
You've got a point there. I'd better do my rounds.
The guard will be back from his patrol soon. I don't know how to explain my presence in the prison to him. and I don't have time to stage an escape.
We can go in a hatch, though?
The hatch is secured with a heavy padlock. There's no way I can get it open.
Tiny. Oh, this door. Okay. So that loops around. That's good to
Shelton's
know.
command center is that way, but so are several guards.
That's headquarters.
The only one who can get past them is Pat Shelton himself. Someone carved symbols into the wood. Is it some kind of language? I don't know. I can't make it out.
Oh, he's back. How's it going?
Hey, pal. You okay?
Sure.
Can I have a look at the prisoner?
No way. The boss said maximum security.
Oh, come on.
No.
You said you lost your job before, right?
Don't remind me.
Come on, tell me about it. How did it happen?
I had the perfect job. Not too much to do, and I was able to focus on the really important things in life while I
Is he
worked.
one of the guys from the first
Such
game that
as?
was guarding the
Soccer and
train?
cheese soup.
What?
Soccer and cheese soup?
Sure. I can't think of anything more important in life, can you?
Oh, this dude's got his priorities
guess
all
not.
set.
You see? Other than that, all I had to do was keep an eye on a few patients now and then.
So, why did you lose your job?
It was rotten luck. One of the patients sneaked off during my shift. When they found out I had been watching soccer and eating cheese soup during working hours, they fired me.
How totally unfair.
Right. But since then, I've made up my mind never to watch soccer during working hours again.
But you can still have cheese soup, can't you?
Only in emergencies.
I'll go do my rounds and make sure that all is quiet.
All right. You know where to find me.
All right. We have some cheese. We could probably find a way to make some cheese soup. Alright. We have sex, we have cameras, speed, garlic and cheese. No.
Little Red Riding Hood, Hansel and Gretel, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 666, the devil's number and its significance in mathematics, the 7 deadly sins, and 150 delicious microwave dishes. A pile of soccer magazines, aptly titled 11 Friends.
Okay. Sewing machine.
I don't have time to watch TV.
It's kind of like a pot.
Well, the vase is reasonably clean, so in it goes.
Yes, we're gonna make cheese soup. Does the garlic also go in there?
Well, the vase is reasonably clean, so in it goes.
How do we cook it? So it seems like we gotta make him some soup and find a way to show soccer so he'll get distracted. Then maybe we can get into Nina's room. There's nothing in here to cook said soup, though. Wait, I can put it over there. I can put it over
I'll put the
there.
television down here for now.
Oh, is that like... Oh, I see, that lines up with his route outside. He walks around this way.
Should I turn the television on or take it with me?
Turn it on. Oh, we have a coat hanger. Do we use that for an antenna? Yes.
Use this as an aerial? Why not?
Good night.
It
Thanks for
worked for
stopping
my
in.
grandparents.
Alright, we got soccer there. Yeah, let's call it here for tonight and then finish up next time, probably. I'm sure there's not too much. And if worse comes to worse, we can just start another game next time. So I'm gonna save here. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Good night, Gremlins.